What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we got a break in a case that I covered back in April about this little boy right here, or what happened to this little boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this little boy is 2-month-old Kason Flowers. May he rest in peace. And back in April of this year, this little boy was beaten to death by his father. This dude right here, Anthony Evans, age 23, from Chicago also. Shout out Chicago, by the way. He's just recently been caught. After being on the run, they had a $5,000 reward out for him. And, you know, man, it's just the reality, man. People are just hell-bent on destroying each other. No regard for human life. But anyway, this guy's locked up. And the reason he gives for doing this to his own baby, which he didn't want in the first place, is mind-boggling. Here's the story. And may this little baby rest in peace.
Calls for justice tonight in the death of this 2-month-old baby boy.
His family and their church community held a vigil as they search for answers, hoping the person who killed this child is held responsible.
Our Jermont Terry is live at police headquarters tonight. Jermont.
Joe and Erica, Chicago police confirmed the baby was found unresponsive with clear signs of abuse. Now, the mother says her son had just visited a close family member for a few days. Yet when the 2-month-old came home, her only son was not breathing.
Sorry, this hard to talk about when my son is gone. He should have been here with me.
Kayla Flowers stands with her pastor and family holding her up. They are all here seeking answers into the murder of 2-month-old Kason Flowers.
Never got the chance to take his first step, never got the chance to say his first words, never got the chance to celebrate his first birthday.
Back in April, Kason's mother says she let the child's father watch his son for a few days. On the day Kason was to come home, a family member brought the baby back in the stroller, insisting the boy was just sleeping.
Me not thinking of it because it was rainy, I just took my baby to the house because I didn't want my child to get sick. So when I went in the house, I uncovered the stroller in the car seat. My baby was lifeless.
The mother says she rushed her son to the nearest hospital where doctors told her there was nothing they could do for her newborn. The Cook County medical examiner determined Kason had multiple injuries consistent with child abuse. The family member who dropped the child off hasn't been seen since, leaving the family heartbroken.
Whoever knows something, please say something. Kason did not deserve this. Seeing him in that condition, just lifeless, break our heart every single day. Kason was supposed to be here.
Roseland Christian Ministries first offered a $5,000 reward, and someone else added more funds, bringing the total reward currently to $7,500. The pastor says someone on the dead side of the family knows something and believes the reward just may be enough to bring closure, or as they call it, justice for Kason.
What kind of reward do we need to raise for you to stop protecting somebody who would beat a baby to death?
Now, the family says they waited weeks thinking that Chicago police would eventually find the killer. However, after a month, they said it was time to speak out. Now, we contacted Chicago police. They say detectives, they are still investigating this case, but they have not named a person of interest. Reporting live outside CPD headquarters tonight, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.
Right now, Chicago police say a man is facing murder charges in the death of his 2-month-old son earlier this year. Our Marissa Perlman live outside the Cook County Courthouse. And Marissa, prosecutors say the baby's father says that a demon made him do it. That's a quote.
That's right, Marie. We are now learning intimate details about this child's final moments as well. Prosecutors say baby Kason had likely been dead for hours before he was returned to his mother. Kayla Flowers outside court in the arms of her twin sister Caitlin, minutes after her child's father, 23-year-old Anthony Evans, appeared before a Cook County judge, charged with murder in the death of their infant son, Kason. Family wearing a button with the photo of the 12-week-old child.
To try to, comfort her the best way we can as a family.
According to prosecutors, Evans was caring for the 2-month-old boy in late April, but when he dropped the baby back off, prosecutors say he told Kayla the baby, who was covered in a stroller, had been sleeping for a long time. Not to disturb his sleep, she waited until she got home to check on her son, but Kaysen wasn't breathing. The baby was rushed to the hospital, but doctors couldn't save him. Prosecutors say an autopsy later found the baby suffered multiple injuries consistent with child abuse, including a brain bleed and blunt force trauma.
This hurt, losing my 2-month-old son.
Prosecutors say Evans wanted Kayla to get an abortion when he found out she was pregnant last year.
I was in shock when I found out I was pregnant, 7 weeks pregnant with him. I was happy.
Court records from February, just days after Kaysen's birth, show Evans allegedly punched Kayla in the stomach, sending her to the hospital. Family says Evans' arrest, made just days ago, is thanks to their church community, who made noise when something wasn't right, and good police work coming together.
It's been a long process. It's been long for Kayla and for the Flowers family.
For them, it starts the process of healing, but this family vows to never forget the little boy behind it all.
My son was a loving person, caring. I took my son everywhere I go. It's so heartbreaking.
Now, a judge has granted prosecutors' request to detain Evans without bail. He'll be back in court in early December. We're live at 26 in Cal. I'm Marissa Perlman, CBS News Chicago.
Ladies and gentlemen, how sick is that? How sick is that? Baby looked just like his ugly pug face ass. Baby looked just like him. And you kill your creation. You don't think something wrong out here? 2 months old, just like the mother say, can't fight back, can't do nothing. And he's dead. Went and stayed with you and your people for a few days. And you bring him back dead. Now, did you notice how the media did that in the beginning? I think it was because they probably was told to do that. They said it was a family member. It was the dad the whole goddamn time. You brought that baby back dead. Dead for hours. You brought the baby back, covered him up in the car seat stroller contraption. She trying to keep the baby warm. You telling her the baby sleep. She put the baby in the car later on, like, damn, the baby been sleeping too long. She at the house, flip up the thing. The baby, they said, was black and blue and lifeless. Lifeless. Your baby, sir. Tell you, motherfuckers need a trial by fire. Literally. They need to sit these motherfuckers down and throw that green shit from Game of Thrones or whatever that stuff was called, Dragon's Breath or whatever, and blaze their ass up. Light them up. Wipe them out. Get them out of here. You killed your son, bro. Now, true enough, you didn't want the baby in the first place, because if you guys remember in the original story, he wanted her to get abortion. She didn't do it. And how many times we seen that? Men don't want to be fathers because they're kids at heart. They're only men in the dick. Know how to fuck. Know how to shoot nut up in somebody. But everything after that, you're foreign to and don't even want to know. But it's always a chance that it could happen. And you don't prepare yourself. These people like this are not ready for life. That's why they go around destroying other people's lives. Be it the women that they with or people out in the street when they feel dissatisfied with self, which is all the goddamn time. Baby's cute, man. Cute, and he's gone. He didn't ask you to be his dad, but that's the way the cards were dealt. And for that, he needs to go? No, you needed to go. And you need to go right now. You're supposed to have went last week, last month, when this happened. This guy wouldn't talk to police. That's why they couldn't catch him. He disappeared. How fucking bitchy is that? Now, I'm going to tell you something. Not everybody's out here fit to be a parent. And I'm telling you, if a woman, it's a woman's body, if she want to have a baby and you see this motherfucker showing you that he don't care nothing about life or the fact that you carrying life of his child in it, don't deal with him. Don't deal with him. I'd have had that baby, he would have never known about it. That would have been the end of it. We wouldn't have been boyfriend and girlfriend no fucking more. Once he told you that shit, you already know it's going to be problems later on. But then again, she young and these are just the hurdles you go through. But I mean, I wish people in their corner really had gotten her head like, yo, leave this motherfucker alone before he fucking seeded her up. Seriously. Said Kason was rushed to a local hospital and pronounced dead, and authorities and doctors reported signs of child abuse. Now, watch this. The pastor said a lot of things that made sense. He said baby's never going to take his first steps. Never. Those are huge achievements in the development of not only children, but human beings, period. The ability to walk, the ability to talk. There are some adults that never learned or have that ability. And little Kason will never get the chance to deal with that. If that is not denying somebody of their civil rights to just live and just be human, I don't know what is. He won't get a death penalty. He'll get life. Because there are some people behind the scenes, holier than thou, that believe in thou shall not kill or this and that, and people are running around here doing this to children. What kind of person are you where you will kill a child? Namely yours. You hear what the pastor said? What kind of person will harbor somebody that kills a child? And this is common sense as it goes, but we live in uncommon times where the positive, much of the positive is replaced by negative as commonplace theorem. This is upsetting. This, like a lot of other stories about babies being mercilessly slaughtered by the people that bring them here, whether it's through love or lust. And that's the thing. You can't trust everybody with your kids, even if the part of the kid come from them. And this is testament to that. I believe the hardest time for a young woman is between the ages of 16 and 25 years old. Because I think in that time period, you'll come across all different types of men and all different angles to get something from you or do something to you. And you got to navigate the real from the fake. See, men have their own traps and pitfalls to avoid, namely peer pressure, violence, and the weight of the world, and knowing how to navigate through that one step at a time while always moving forward. It's fucked up out here, people. It is. And this is unfortunate. And this guy right here should be shown no leniency. The part that choked me up was having the mother in court and she was talking and you could see her think back and then break down and say, my little boy did not deserve this. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Need to start saving taxpayers' dollars and allocate this money to where it's needed in the community by eradicating these people. Bullets don't cost nothing but pennies on the dollar, and some people are worth those pennies to get them out of here because they don't care about nobody else. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.